This week on Sport Fishing, we're on the Ranger 85 at San Nicolas Island. And we're gonna start off fishing for rockfish like we're doing now. I have a fish going right here. And hopefully later in today's episode, we're gonna go in closer to the island and look for some yellowtail too. But let's see what this rockfish is I got going right here. See what we got. Come on, fishing. Here he comes, there's color. Oh, two nice ones. There we go. There we go, two nice rockfish. So that's what we're gonna be doing today aboard the Ranger 85, looking for rockfish, and hopefully later on in the episode, you'll find some yellowtail. So stay tuned for this week's exciting episode of Sport Fishing.
I'm Dan Hernandez and I live to fish.
That's a nice vermilion right there.
Yeah!
This is what fishing's like.
I've been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life. Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
We're starting off this morning here at San Nicolas Island aboard the Ranger 85. And I'm going to use a double dropper loop with bucktails, B52 Bucktails, have 1 ounce models on. And in the center here, I'm going to try this new product. It's Pro Seasonings. It's like a personal chummer you put down on the bottom. And then I have an 8 ounce sinker. We're in really shallow water, only about 100 feet of water. So that's the only reason you can get away fishing a light sinker like this. Normally when you think about rock fishing, you're using at least 16 ounces. But right now we don't have a lot of wind. We're close to the island, so I'm gonna start off with 8 ounces. And you notice how there's nobody on this side of the boat? That should be a clue you don't fish on this side of the boat. So I'm gonna put some bait on, go to the other side. The boat's all drifting one direction. So if you drop a line on this side, your line's just gonna go under the boat and you're gonna entangle people on the other side. So it's really important you pay attention to what everybody else is doing. And the skipper has the boat set up this way so that everybody's on one side, all the lines are going away from the boat, and we have less tangles. All right, let me put on some bait, see if we can catch a fish.
Oh, hang on. Feisty whitefish. You gotta turn this way, show off your tingle.
All
Go
right.
whitefish in sunlight.
I'm not kissing.
I thought you were gonna kiss him, man.
What do you have on 11 right now?
All right. Guess we're getting off to a good start, huh?
We have a nice link out here, just about 23 inches. 22 is the legal length on the link out, so
Another nice fish for the day.
Yellowtail can be found in a wide range, as far north as British Columbia and down south into Chile. We usually find good numbers of them from Point Conception down into the Baja waters. They can grow up to 100 pounds, and then they feed on a variety of bait fish, including sardines, mackerel, and even like squids and shrimps too. They're one of the most popular game fish in all of California.
Make that 2, time 2.
Nice fish.
Tree fish. Keep outside. Ranger 85.
There you go. Fishing with Dan Hernandez. That's how we do it.
So I just got down to the bottom and I already got bit. It's pretty instant here. This is why you come out to San Nicolas Island, take that long boat ride. Just really, really good fishing here. And the Ranger likes to do lots of trips out here. That's why we like to fish with them. So I'm just fishing the 2 bucktails with a strip of squid on there. Some of the guys are going with the live sardines. Let's see what we got here. Fishing 25-pound test line with the 2 bucktails. Feels like it's nice. I don't know if it's a white fish, what it is. Borderline.
Yeah, he's borderline.
This is Paul, one of the crew members. Known him for like way too long. And they let him out of the galley finally. He's in the deck. So there's a nice little redfish and then a little lingcod. You can see they're both caught on bucktails with strips of squid. Just fishing right on the bottom. 2 beautiful fish. All right, well, let's take a little break from the action here at San Nicolas Island aboard the Ranger 85 and go to the tackle box and give you a good look at the gear we're using for today's trip. Hey guys, today in the tackle box, I want to talk to you a little bit about the gear we're using and the type of fishing we're doing out here at San Nicolas Island. Now, as you're seeing early in the trip, it's all about rock fishing. It's all about fishing gear like this, 40-pound test line for those bigger rockfish. And you can use a lighter outfit, probably 30-pound. I wouldn't go anything lighter than that when you're out here in that deeper water with lots of rocks. You're all the way out at San Nicolas Island. It's the farthest island out there. The next one past that is Hawaii. So, and that's a long ways away. But you want to use that heavier gear for the big lingcod, and it works out really good. When we get into yellowtails, you can use the same gear, 40 and 30-pound, works out fine. Some of the people on the boat are even using 50-pound, nice graded yellowtail, but you want a bigger reel like this with 40 or 50-pound that you can double up for the yellowtail and for the lingcod. As far as terminal gear, for the rock fishing, you can use like a regular live bait hook, a Mustad 91451 for fishing with anchovies and sardines. You want to have a selection of hooks with you, anywhere from a size 2 to a size 10 for that. And then I would use a longer shanked hook if you're going to be fishing the cut squid. Another good way to fish for the rockfish is to use a B52 Bucktail, 2 of them in a dropper loop with a heavy sinker. Normally you're fishing 12-ounce, 16-ounce sinkers all the way down the bottom, but you're going to put 2 different bucktails, spread them apart, so if you hook a big fish on one, you're not blocking the other one, and that way you can get 2 fish at a time. And again, these work really good to bounce on the bottom, put a little strip of squid or anchovy on them, let them dangle in the current, and you're going to catch fish. Another way to go is to use a big metal jig. I like to use these magic metal jig, 10 ounces for the big lingcod, let them go all the way to the bottom, dart them up about a quarter of the way, and let them go all the way back down. You just want to dart them up a little bit, just off the bottom, to look like they're trying to escape from the lingcod, and the lingcods hit them on the way up, and they hit them as they start to flutter down. And you don't have to crank them too far off the bottom, just work that bottom area, that little column of water close to the bottom, that's where those lingcod live. If you want to target like a big red, a good way to do that is to use a 6-ounce B52 Bucktail, put a rubber bait behind it or a whole squid, fish it right along the bottom, up about 2 or 3 cranks, and you just bounce it, and those big reds seem to really like that. We catch a lot of them on this too. This is the basic gear you need. Let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.
Johnny bass. It's a nice one. Chucklehead. All right, thank you.
Dan said to turn the handle. I don't want the bottom. You want the bottom one, Jim?
On the hook. Got him on the cage. Got him on the cage. Fish.
Step back.
Oh, look at there.
Two dark colored
That's it. That's my limit. Now I got to work on Dan's.
Here's my fish. Nice big Johnny bass on the jig. Just bouncing that jig right off the bottom. And I don't think I ever got to the bottom. I think this fish was suspended above it and he ate it. That's quality fish.
That's so fun. At least you know it though. Number again?
7.
Number 7.
That salmon grouper. Let me let some line out there for you. Back on the range of 85. Salmon grouper Dan Hernandez.
Let's do it.
Just bouncing that jig off the bottom. I just got nailed. Oh, here he is right here. Another Johnny bass. And just working that same jig. And again, you don't need to go with the really heavy 8 or 10 ounce jig when you're fishing the shallow water. And that fish got me good with the fin. But that's a nice fish here. That's what we're trying to catch. Quality rockfish. And you can use a dropper loop rig or something like that where fish 2 hooks, catch 2 at a time, but I'm so close to my limit that I slow down, just catch 1 at a time. Nice quality fish. Just doing it together. All right. Let's take a little break from the action and go to the galley and show you how to cook up one of these delicious rockfish we're catching. This week in the galley, we're at Wahoo's Fish Taco in Long Beach, California, right off PCH, and standing next to me is one of the co-founders, Wing Lam. Hey, Wing.
Hey,
Thanks
good to
for
see you.
inviting us over.
Anytime.
And not only is this man famous for his Wahoo Fish Tacos, longtime surfer down in Mexico, Southern California, and you actually like to go fishing too. That's what I heard about you.
Yeah, here, a little fishing. You know, you gotta have fish tacos without the fish, so you gotta catch them first.
All right, so what do you have in store for us today?
Well, let me get you some fresh wahoo right here. These are the fillets right here. They've been marinating right now. And you can see these are as good as they get. I'll just put it right on the grill right there. Look at that.
Cool.
So we'll go over there. We're gonna get a couple of tortillas on the grill and get it going. So we're gonna get a couple of tortillas on the grill right now. And this is our new version. Normally, the fish taco, the original version, has 2 corn tortillas, but we have some people that are watching what I call it their waistline. And one of the simplest way to cut down on the amount of carbs you're intaking is cut down one of the tortillas. The problem is when you have the only 1 tortilla, it's kind of hard to grab the really juicy fish. So one of the ways we found to cheat on the process is put a little bit of cheese on this, and that will kind of create a little bit of an insulation so that the tortilla won't fall apart. Just kind of create a little, see there, it kind of becomes a little extra layer. And once the cheese melts, it also gets a nice crunch to the tortilla. We'll go ahead and get the fish on it. And here we have some fish that's already cooked. To change it up, right, we're gonna go from the original version to another where it's a little bit more of a slaw version. There you go. And this is our tropical slaw. Take a look at this one now.
Just looks delicious.
So it's a little different.
And the trick with the cheese, I would have never thought about that.
Well, because think about it, right? The reason we double tortillas in the old days is because there's so much weight in the fish and the cabbage and everything else. So by putting the cheese, I can tell you can come back here an hour from now and still won't break because the cheese holds it all together.
Holds it together.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Now you gotta go ahead and try this new version.
Yeah, I gotta try this one. And what do you call this one now?
This is our slaw taco.
Slaw taco. Not really good.
See, it's just different, right? Because you got the little lime juice already mixed in with the olive oil, so you don't have to squeeze any limes on top of it. And it's lighter, and it's just, you can taste more of all the ingredients. Because I'm not, complaining about a double tortilla, but when you have what I call too much bread, you can't taste the inside of a sandwich. So in this case, when you have too much tortilla, you can't taste the inside of a taco.
Right, and sometimes when I have the really thick fish batter taco with 2 tortillas, you never taste the fish.
Yeah, you taste the batter and taste the tortillas.
Yeah, this is really good. Well, thank you, Wing. This is delicious. How can our viewers find you?
Wahoos.com is our website. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Where to find us all.
And you can find Wing all over the country at food events. That's where I met him, at a food event in Irvine. He's been kind enough to invite us down. This is really nice. Thanks.
Thank you. All right.
All right, let's get back on the water and show you more exciting action right here on Sport Fishing.
Oh man. Go. Oh, that's what I came here.
Nice fish.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah, ring 35, boy. Dan Hernandez.
Like you don't see this kind of fish every day. In November. Yeah.
Chill out a little bit. Bacon. There we go, right there.
Woo!
Oh, well.
Skipper made a move. We're on the east end of the island, and we just found a big school of yellowtail. We got yellowtail going all over the boat. I threw a sardine out there, got bit instantly. Working at a 25-pound test line. See if I can work this fish up real quick. Watch that jig. You're on my fish. See if I can get this fish out from under the boat. There he is, there's color. Just lay him out. There we go. There we go. Another yellowtail on the Ranger 85. We started out rock fishing. We got everybody limits of rock fish. Made a short move to the east end of the island. Here's my first yellowtail. I'm just gonna bust this one off. Oh, there's a hook right there. Mustad live bait hook, size 2.0, live sardine quality fish. Woo! All right, let's go get another one.
Oh, nice rock.
Number 14.
And put it in free spool for me. Thumb on there.
So what's the limit? What is the limit?
So we're on the east end of the island now, and what happened was the skipper wanted to make a move to this area. They've been seeing yellowtail here the last few days. We started slow trolling some lures, got bit instantly as soon as the lures were in the water, and then we started throwing baits. We tried throwing some artificials. They really didn't want the artificials, but the live sardines, the fish went crazy. There are boils all over the boat, and we got a bunch of them. First thing the boat stopped, we probably got 10, 12 fish in the boat. I got one nice one. So I'm just putting another sardine out there and just letting it swim. It's basically like offshore tuna fishing here. We're just drifting right over this area, this part of the bay, working a live bait, and when the yellows swim through, we get them on those live baits. So see if we can get another one.
All right, you guys, line one of your please. Get back and away.
Right. Come on, keep going. Wine. That's a big yellowtail. Come on, wine, buddy. Come on, wine to the handle.
Or a jig strike there.
All right.
Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Woo!
For this week's tip of the week, I want to talk to you a little bit about what happened today. Started off fishing for those rockfish, and a lot of them were taken on bucktails and on strips of squid on small live bait hooks, like the size 2, maybe a size 1 hook. Some of the guys for the whitefish were fishing even a size 4. But if you would have came only prepared for that, you wouldn't have been ready to catch those yellowtail. That's why every time I go out, you should have a selection of hooks like I carry. And in this tray, I have everything from long shank hooks for putting squid on, thin wire hooks that work great for the rockfish, to heavier hooks like the Mustad 94151 ones. These are great hooks to use for the bigger fish, the yellowtail and tuna. And that's what we had today. We had all those yellowtail here at San Nicolas Island, something you don't normally think about catching when you come here. And I've been to this island many, many times. This is the first time we got on a really good yellowtail bite here. We caught lots of fish today. We got limits of rockfish, but we got those nice yellowtail. And if I wouldn't have had these large Mustad hooks to use the live bait, I wouldn't have caught the fish. So that's this week's tip. Carry a wide selection of hooks with you anytime you're on the water, and you'll be able to catch the fish whenever that situation comes up. I want to thank the crew, Alex, their skipper on the Ranger 85, Paul on the deck, and all the guys. You all did a great job. You know, if you want to join us on one of these trips, just go to our website at sport-fishing.com, look for our TV trips, click there, pick out a trip you want to come on, and sign up to be with us. All the people you saw today got their limits of rockfish, got a few yellowtail. They're just viewers like you that went to the website and decided to come out. Well, I'm Dan Hernandez, hoping you enjoyed this week's episode of Sport Fishing, and I hope you join us again next week as we go looking for more of the best in sport fishing.